can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19.
It's a gain of 25.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To the air again, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Yellow, on the lane. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 57.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes got an open man. It's Michael Gallup, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Got an open man. It's a noon one. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a big run that time by Bell. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. The point after is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Past the 20. 10. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Here's Jacobs, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Yellow. 57 to Mike. Oh, you got deep? Hero 15. 57. Mike, 57. I'm coming. I'm coming.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks.
Brashad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's got some space here.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
He's going to find Gallup here complete, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's caught. Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 19 yards away, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
We play to win. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, it's Darnold. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Darnold now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Rashad Perriman with touchdown number 20 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He's airing it out and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll have a first down past the 40. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Check 56. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes buying time to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time, and now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There is absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jonathan Allen. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. New He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
21 yards there on 3rd down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. Nope. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big run that time by Bell. 46 yards on the ground. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 20-yard touchdown. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
64, weak.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now here's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quentin Williams in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Mahomes being chased out left. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for New England. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Again, it's Bell. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 36-yard line.
Yellow.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Come to my work. Hey, 15. Come to my work. Alpha. Finds the mic. All day.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions have plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Mahomes now to throw, and that is incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
So don't say nothing. 15.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The first down run with Bell is he'll get about 6 there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm